You know, I saw this video of this who disguised herself as a content creator, whom I know that after this content, she will take off those hijab and go for trying to make a case for the horrendous mischief of the Fulanis in Nigeria. Well, here is my response. Perhaps a rebuttal if you want to add that. After listening to the video, I took time to jot down all the points that she made. There were quite a lot, but I took down the ones that are very important. He said, nomadic life is a culture. I agree. Nomadic life is a culture. But the culture of a people limits itself to the geography and community of a people. You cannot take your culture to my own area and my community and insist that your culture must be respected. Where you bring your culture to my place and insist that my own culture must bow to your culture, we are going to have a problem, and we are ready for that problem, and we'll take on the Fulanis for that problem. You cannot bring your culture to my place and say my culture must bow to you. She also says that about choosing to bring alcohol. Well, if you choose to bring cows to my place, and cow is a part of your culture, Ogogoro is my culture too. If you frown at my Ogogoro in your space, I will frown at your cow in my space. What makes you think I should accept your culture? But you have the moral dignity or the moral right or the moral standing to qualify my culture as being abhorrent or rejectable by your own culture. We will fight for this supremacy. This fight that people are starting, I can assure you that you will lose, and you will lose woefully. She also said, nomadic lifestyle is a calling from the supreme being. Well, that is what she chose to believe, that nomadic life is a calling. Well, my life as an Orobo man is also a calling. My Ogogoro lifestyle is a lot. Ogogoro is my culture. I'm very proud of it. Now, Ogogoro, they train me for University of Maiduguri. Ogogoro, now I cook Ogogoro, this my hand. I go test them. There's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and we sold it out. So if you don't drink alcohol, I drink alcohol. Now, if because you don't drink alcohol, you will not respect my culture, are you also saying that those who don't eat meat in the South should also reject cow because they don't eat meat? This fight they are bringing, we are ready for it and we must fight to the end. She also said, we will not allow anybody to put down nomadic lifestyle. Nobody is putting down nomadic lifestyle. Nobody is putting down nomadic lifestyle, except where you say your nomadic lifestyle will affect my own culture. Then we will put down nomadic lifestyle by all means possible. But this radicalization that people are bringing, when I think say this violence is a right for everybody. If you bring your cow to my place and in the spirit of nomadic lifestyle, you are destroying my own culture, we are ready for this fight and we will do the fight. Oh-ha! She also said, we must respect the nomadic lifestyle of the Fulanis. Respect, they say, is reciprocal. If you're asking me to respect your lifestyle, your nomadic lifestyle, provided it ends in the lands of the Fulanis, fine. Nothing concerned with nomadic lifestyle in the land of Fulani. But bringing your own lifestyle to my place and ask me to respect you, that is asking for too much. That's a tall order, and you won't get it. And in this instance, you're not even respecting my own culture. You won't get it. You won't get it. This fight that you are bringing, we are ready for it and we'll fight it. You say, government to review nomadic farming. That is a caricature and a blatant misplacement of the fact. Fulanis are not known for farming. So which farm are you fighting for? When it is the Fulanis that go about destroying people's farm, I don't know which farm is talking. So I fail to get perhaps this prostitute should go back and review that video. I really don't know which farm she's talking about. Like I said again, this fight that you are looking for, we will give it to you. He said, land belongs to government. Well, actually, land belongs to government, but community owns the land. That's why government pay communities before they do the land. What amount are you? You see, when they say land belongs to government, it since they own government, they're indirectly telling you that land belongs to the Fulanis. This fight that you are bringing, we are ready and we'll fight it. She talked about routes, that Fulani should be allowed to take their cows through any route. How do you bring your cow from the north and you say a route in my state belongs to you? I think the ownership mentality and the political megalomania and the right to own, the aggrandizement behind the right to own has gotten too much in. I sincerely hope not all Fulanis think this way, but if they do, the fight you are looking for, we will give it to you. He said, animals of Nigeria have rights. Animals. Well, I don't know about you. There's a reason why they call them animals. I don't know animals. So my chickens too have rights. My pigs. If your cows have right, my pigs have right. The same right you want us to give to your cows, give it to my pigs. Give it to my goats. That fight you are looking for, we are ready. I will give it to you. He said, freedom to move anywhere in Nigeria. Nobody is preventing Fulanis to move anywhere. Nobody is preventing Fulanis to move anywhere. You want to move anywhere, please do so. By all means, do so. But we request many things. If you are moving to my area, bring productivity, bring development, bring progress. When you come to my place and all you bring is violence and chaos or chaos, according to Zebediah, then we'll fight. Like I said again, that fight that you're looking for, we are ready and we'll fight it. She's also asking for us to protect Fulani culture. You are asking us to protect Fulani culture. By all means, how much effort has the Fulani put to protect other people's culture? Instead, I see the Fulanis going around to obliterate, excavate, annihilate other people's culture and imposing their culture on people. I say again, the fight you are looking for, we are ready and we'll fight it. She now asked a question and said, are the Fulani violent? But she was tactical. She said, well, she leaves that for us to answer. Of course, Fulanis are violent. And they've been this violent because we allowed them to think that violence is a monopoly of them. So this time around, we're going to tell that the hands you are using to do violence is two. I also have two hands. The head that you are thinking to think violence is one. I also have one head. There's nothing in your body biologically that you have more than me. So whatever it is that components you to become violent, we have it and we'll give it violence. Like I said again, the fight you are looking for, we are ready and we'll give it to you. He said, Fulani are being marginalized. That statement should be made in Night of 1,000 Laughs or AY Live. Fulani are being marginalized. Fulanis are marginalized. The same people trying to marginalize people are saying that being marginalized. That's a vain effort to try to make a case for what is obvious. Fulanis are the marginalizers, not the marginalized. She also said again, I think this is twice she's repeating that Fulanis have a right to go through any route in Nigeria. Every route belongs to Nigeria. My sister, Fulanis have no right to go any route. There are there are state governments, local government. Each local government have their constitution and rules. If you want to pass through route, you pay. If I'm bringing my alcohol to your place, you destroy it. If I'm bringing my beer to your place, you destroy it. If I'm bringing my spare part to your place, you ask me to pay. You ask me to pay for fine. I do my businesses and generate revenue for the government. You too should bring your cow and generate revenue for me. Nothing is free. The fight you are looking for, we will give it to you. Finally, she also said grazing routes of Fulani should be grazing routes of animals should be protected. You see, this is the very mentality that Fulani Buhari tried to bring by trying to force Nigerians to give them lands for their animal. Your animal is a business. If you want to have grazing land for your animals, come to my place, seek to buy land, we'll give it to you. But don't just come into my forest and claim a forest and stay there and say the forest belongs to you. Forest does not belong to you. I said again, the fight you are looking for, we'll give it to you, and we'll give it to you loud and clear, better than the way you are bringing it. And lastly, in her video, she said, okay, about the Fulanis and forest. So, our forests are my ancestral possession. No Fulanis have a right to come and claim a part in my forest and say it is their own based on the cow. Those cows you are bringing to our place. If this is what you are using cow for, we will finish them and use it for sea and chop it free without paying anything. Like I said, a fight you are looking for, we are ready to give it to you.
Oh, a Fulani woman has come out calling herself positive activist. When she started, taking on the shenanigans on the social media. A lot of my people were egging her on and were saying, oh, she's doing well. Yes, she in some of those videos, she has some points. But she has brought out her true color. Now let's watch her video and we come back and respond to it.
Life in the bush. Why do Fulanis like living in the bush? Nomadic lifestyle is not a bad lifestyle. It is a choice. You choose to live your life in the club. I choose to live my life on my bed. You choose to drink alcohol. I choose not to drink alcohol. You choose to do whatever you want to do. It is a choice and it is in sync with human nature. Nomadic lifestyle is part of human nature all over the world. It is a calling from the Supreme Being. So we will not allow anybody to put down nomadic lifestyles. There are nomads in America. There are nomads in all the big countries of the world. So Nigeria will not be different. We must respect the nomadic lifestyle of the Fulanis, whether we like it or not. We must respect it. And as citizens of this country, their rights will be protected.
We call my dear sister a positive activist. You are wrong. On this take about open grazing, you are very wrong. You said that nomadic lifestyle is the choice and the lifestyle of the Fulani, and that the federal government, you are calling on the federal government that must be respected. Now, the Fulani people are the only ethnicities in Nigeria that it is only their lifestyle that should be respected, while the other lifestyle of other citizens, over 250, if not more, other ethnicities in Nigeria should not be respected. For years, your Fulani herdsmen have gone length and breadth of Nigeria, unaliving people, destroying farms. Now, you are trying to say that it is their right to be nomadic. Let me ask you a question. Is it not the right of other Nigerians to hold farms, or is animal husbandry not a kind of farming, like crop farming? Is that what you're telling me? Poultry farmers, they buy lands to raise their chickens. Those who raise goats, rams, they buy land to raise their rams, to raise their goats, livestock. What is stopping the Fulani from buying land and ranching their animals? What is stopping them? I know people in Ibadan, in southwestern Nigeria, that have hectares of land where they use for livestock farming, fish farming, and poultry. So what stops Fulani herdsmen from having such hectares, especially in the north, where you have abundance of land, and then roaming in their ranches since they want to roam? Can they roam in their own hectares of land that they have to be given routes, grazing routes all over Nigeria? And since they have been doing that, it is to unalive people, to destroy people's farms. Anti-positive activist, you are wrong. If the federal government upholds the rights of Fulani herders, then the federal government must uphold the rights of farmers, must uphold the right of other ethnicities in Nigeria who do not like cows to be taken around their communities and to be taken into their farms. We all have rights, except you want to tell us Fulanis are the owners of Nigeria, like people have been saying. Except you want to tell the international community that Fulanis are the owners of Nigeria, like people have been saying. Now you are citing America and developed countries that they have nomadic people, and you are lying. You lie. If my memory serves me right, is either Paraguay or Uruguay is the highest producer of beef in the world. Yet they are not nomadic. They ranch their animals. Have you heard of corn beef? Because you mentioned America. America does not have nomadic people. American farmers, the 4% of American population are into farming. All of them have ranches. They have farmlands in hectares that they use for their farming. You can go and fact check what I'm saying. You can. On this TikTok, I have taught I've taught on value chain industry, and I've touched on livestock and animal husbandry. And so we have checked all over the world, how do citizens of the world raise livestock? In Mongolia has a lot of land without population. Yes, yet they are not nomadic. They raise a lot of livestock, but you will see a farmer with thousands of hectares of land on which they graze their animals. So what stops the Fulani herders in Nigeria from doing that? You are calling on the federal government to do this, to do that. Is that livestock industry federal government industry? If other forms of farming or forms of agriculture, people use that, yes, the federal government can invest in any form of agriculture, and herding, cattle rearing is part of it. I am not going to say that the federal government cannot invest in whatever you want to do, but that the nomadic lifestyle of the Fulani is their right. It is their lifestyle, and it must be upheld. And then you are comparing it to those who drink beer, those who, please, those who are, you said people, you are complaining, people are calling you Gumi's wife, but you are sounding as such because you are trying to defend the indefensible. That's what you're trying to do. And I want to advise you that you should put a stop to that. Yes, put a stop to that. Anybody who wants to rear animals should be able to buy ranches and rear and ranch their animals. If people who are raising rams, who are raising goats, who are raising poultry, do not allow their own animals to run around and disturb others, Fulani herdsmen, no matter their lifestyle, do not have the right to disturb others with their animals. Mongolians, they rear a lot of animals. They're certainly Uruguayans, yet they do not disturb other citizens with whatever they rear. Please, auntie, please put a stop to this campaign of calumny, to this campaign that is hurting other Nigerians. Nigerians are hurting right now because of the insecurity in the land, where a lot of ethnicities, Christians are unalived. Please put a stop to this campaign that you are doing. You are running a propaganda, and that is it. Have a nice time, people.
When we thought that Sheikh Abubakar Gumi is alone on this game in the northern part of Nigeria, I never see this one coming. When you watch the video of this lady that looked like this notorious kidnapper called Bella Turji, that is terrorizing the territory of the northern part of Nigeria, you will know that this lady is not just an advocate or a sympathizer. She is a senior advocate. You understand? She is even more than a lawyer, senior advocate, son of Bandits. To be honest, fellow Nigerians, these are people that are supposed to be behind bars, because the insecurity happening in the northern part of Nigeria or in Nigeria entirely is a political conspiracy. So who knows those who are behind the conspiracy? Because they are trying to reshape banditry, kidnapping, terrorism into a movement or into a freedom fighting. Then who is the leader of the movement? Nobody. Random persons are coming out every day in the northern part of Nigeria, and they go free without being arrested.
Good day to our viewers all over the world, and welcome back to Local Journal. If this administration is very serious with fighting insecurity, I think this woman should be behind the bars already, or should have been called or arrested, invited by the DSS for questioning because of her unwilling support for these bandits that are terrorizing Nigeria. Look at the way she's making case for them, that these people are their forest guards. Does it make any sense? This woman is defending people who are going about to people's ancestral homes to maim and to unalive them with reckless abandon. She's making case for them because the government has allowed this to continue happening on, over and over, without anything like justice for the people who have been unalived. That is the reason why she will have this effrontery. And of course, if she doesn't have people who are backing her, she won't have this effrontery to come out publicly to be defending these bandits that are ravaging this country, that are a thorn on the flesh of the existence of this country. Is it making any sense? What is this government even doing about people like this? If it's a southerner that made this comment or this statement now, he would have been behind the bars already. But the government is using double standard to rule this country, and this is the very reason why this country will go nowhere. Because if you feel some people are bigger than the law in this country and they say things that could cause that could spur insecurity, that could cause so many mayhem in this country, cause chaos in this country, and yet nobody invites them or nobody arrests them for their statements they make because they feel they are untouchable, or the government feels they are coming from a particular part of the country, or the government feels they are coming from a particular ethnic group, then of course we know this country has gone already. This country is irredeemable already, and this is the situation of this country currently, because somebody like this should not just be walking freely without being arrested. The government must show that they are serious to fight this insecurity, and if they are serious in fighting this insecurity, this woman must be arrested and must be questioned. This is my opinion. Kindly drop what you think about this in the comment section, and if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.